I got a question about my Bridget wig after I posted it to stories yesterday. So I want to talk a little bit about that wig and some of the upgrades that I did select for the cap. One of those upgrades was the silk liner. So if you don't know what a silk liner is, it is one thin sheer piece of material that is added to a lace top wig. So this is not a silk top wig, it's a lace top wig with a piece of silk sewn on to the underside. The benefit of this is that if you have long or dark bio hair underneath your lace, since lace is a see-through material, it's going to help cover up that bio hair. It's going to give a little bit more of a pop, a brightness to your part line, and it's going to look a little bit more natural. Now, as somebody who shaves their head, I was sort of on the fence if I wanted to do this upgrade. I want to show you what this lace top wig looks like. So when I put it on my super fair complexion arm, all you're seeing through this is my arm. So it's looking like scalp, right? So through the lace, you're seeing my arm all the way back. It's looking like scalp. A lot of people who wear wigs, lace top wigs, have bio hair under their wig. And so it's not going to come up looking as bright and white if you put a lace top wig on top of longer bio hair, even if it's blonde. Any bio hair is going to show up under your wig, and that's why silk liners are nice. So to demonstrate, I have a piece of black material under this lace top wig, and you can clearly see where there's no silk liner and where the silk liner begins. Now, this is a very large piece because this wig was custom made for my hairline, so it has a little bit of a deeper lace part there. But you can, what I'm trying to show you is that you can clearly see the difference between no silk liner and a silk liner. Right now, I have like about 2 weeks of grow out on my hair, and I part my wig on this side, which is my right side. You can see my hair is a little bit thicker right here in this section. Down the middle of my hair is where more of my hair loss is, but this is thicker, and it's about 2 weeks of grow out. So when I put my lace top wig on, you can actually see this stubble, and it doesn't look as nice and bright as it does when I have a freshly shaved head. So I'm demonstrating here. I turned the flash on my camera so that hopefully you're getting a really good look at this. I can tell the difference, and you can probably see too, where the silk liner is and where there is no silk liner, and you're just seeing my dark stubble through the lace top only. So the area with the silk liner is looking a much more like bright and light, and you're not seeing my stubble. And then move to just the single lace with no silk liner, and it's looking a little bit darker and not quite as natural. So even for somebody who has a buzz cut, I think the silk liner makes a really great addition to your lace top wig, and I think it's a feature that I'm just never gonna go without again. Also want to clarify, my lace part on this wig is much deeper. I can't remember how many centimeters we added on to this piece because this was a bespoke wig that was made for my exact measurements of my own hairline. And so I have a much deeper lace front, and that's why you're seeing kind of like it's half and half with the silk liner and without. If you're not adding on to that lace front, adding on extra material, then your silk liner is going to go further forward. So just a quick disclaimer there in case you were confused why it's like that.
A follow-up to yesterday's story. So this is a silk liner. This is what a standard silk liner is going to look like. This piece does not have the extended lace front that my wig has. You can see where the end of the hairline is, and then there's a little bit of extra lace. So that silk liner is going to get a lot closer to the hairline than it did on my piece. Here's a look from the top. There is no transition line with this silk liner. When I remove my finger, you can see it, but when I put my finger back, it's totally invisible, and that's what it's going to look like when it's against your forehead. It's going to be invisible.